Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Lakers fan. We're going to be talking about the Lakers' complete 2022 roster. The Lakers just made a crazy big-time move. They signed DeAndre Jordan to the veterans minimum, and now having 14 players on their roster is looking really strong. And oh boy, they looked strong before, now they're even stronger. So if you're a big Lakers fan and you want to know their roster right now going into the season and training camp, you're gonna love this video. Let's not waste any time, let's get into it. When free agency started this year, I'm gonna be honest, the Lakers were very active. They went into the offseason only having 5 players on their roster, and after a few days into free agency, the Lakers ended up with 12 players, and from what it looked like, that 12-man roster alone was good enough to win an NBA championship. After those few first days, the Lakers went quiet. They didn't make any moves until now, and over the past week, they've made 2 solid moves to solidify their roster, and now they have 14 players. The first move the Lakers made was getting Rajon Rondo. Rondo got traded from the Clippers to the Memphis Grizzlies, then the Grizzlies bought him out, and then the Lakers picked up Rajon Rondo on a 1-year, $2.6 million deal. A couple of days after that, the Lakers made another move, getting another veteran player in the league. They brought in DeAndre Jordan from the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets traded DeAndre Jordan to the Pistons, then the Pistons ended up buying out DeAndre Jordan, and now the Lakers signed him on a veterans minimum deal for 1 year. In my opinion, I believe the moves the Lakers made was spectacular, getting veteran quality depth and more importantly, more leadership to a championship run. And for those people out there hating, saying that age is a big problem, I'm telling you this, it's not about age, it's just a matter of them being healthy. Which goes to say, I believe if the Lakers are healthy this year, they're winning the championship. For this video, I'm going to be listing the Lakers' current 14-man roster, every single player on their team, and giving you guys some information on what to expect. The first player is obvious, and that is LeBron James, their captain, number 6 this year. He changed from number 23 to number 6. LeBron is 36 years old, but still putting up superstar numbers of 25 points per game, 8 boards, and 8 assists. One thing's for sure, I know LeBron is getting a little bit older, but I do believe he's still one of the best players in the world and in that conversation of greatest of all time. Next up, we got Anthony Davis, the Lakers' prize big man. Last year in the NBA playoffs in the first round, Anthony Davis went down with a groin injury, and that caused the Lakers to lose to the Phoenix Suns. But oh boy, we're hearing Anthony Davis is going to be fully healthy and ready to go for the 2022 start of the season. With Anthony Davis only being 28 years old, he's still going to keep getting better and better. Next up, we got Russell Westbrook, the Lakers' new point guard superstar, and oh boy, Russell Westbrook on the Lakers is a big time factor on why I believe they're going to be a true contender. During this offseason, the Lakers traded away Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kuzma, and Montrezl in exchange for Russell Westbrook, and I believe this was a big time move. LeBron finally has an all-star level caliber player that can be a secondary ball handler. Next up, we got Carmelo Anthony, one of my favorite signings for the Lakers this offseason. Carmelo Anthony spent the last 2 years with the Portland Trail Blazers, and oh boy, he was phenomenal. Averaged about 13 points as a 6-man, and I do believe for the Lakers, he's gonna play that exact same role. Come off the bench and be a scoring spark plug. Next up, we got Marc Gasol. Right now, he's supposed to be the starting center, but we are hearing rumors that Marc Gasol might actually lead the Lakers. So stay tuned for more information about Marc Gasol, and the Lakers have to find a replacement. In my opinion though, I would love to see Marc Gasol stay. He brings a great interior defense presence and more importantly can shoot the basketball. He's the only center on the Lakers roster that can shoot at a decent level. Next up, we got Trevor Ariza, one of the most respected role players in the league. He's been a part of 12 NBA teams, and wherever he go, he's simply a great 3-and-D factor, 3-and-D role player. And when talking about the Lakers, Trevor's going to be a great small forward off the bench to light it up behind the 3-point line. Next up, we got Kent Bazemore, 32-year-old veteran, a combo guard slash forward in the league. Last year, he played for the Golden State Warriors and is simply a great energizer, spark plug, and 3-and-D presence. But a special factor that Kent Bazemore brings is his fast break situations. Kent Bazemore is a great fast break option, and on the veterans minimum, he's a bang for your buck. Next up, we got Wayne Ellington, the Lakers' current projected starting shooting guard. Wayne Ellington is 33 years old and is known to be one of the best elite three-point shooters in the league. I do believe if he can work on his defense, he'd be a great KCP replacement. Next up, we got THT, Talen Horton-Tucker, the Lakers' prize young guard. Oh boy, THT signed a 3-year, $30 million extension this summer, and the Lakers do believe in his future. THT, in my opinion, is going to be the Lakers' sixth man, and it's going to get a lot of touches, especially after Kyle Kuzma, Caruso, and KCP left. Next up, we got Dwight Howard, in my opinion, one of the best signings for the Lakers. Howard was a big part of the Lakers championship team 2 years ago, and the Lakers bringing back Dwight Howard one more time, it gives that nostalgia feeling, but also it just makes sense. Howard is a beast in the paint and simply a great rim protector. Howard brings that size the Lakers missed last year. Next up, we got Kendrick Nunn, 26 years old. I do believe he's going to be a big factor off the bench for the Lakers when it comes to a young scoring spark plug. Last year, playing for the Heat, he averaged about 15 points per game. Now, the question is, who's going to be their six-man point guard? Kendrick Nunn or Rajon Rondo? That's definitely a question. Next up, we got Malik Monk, another young guard the Lakers signed this offseason to the veterans minimum. I believe he's a great time pickup, under the radar pickup, playing for the Hornets last year in limited minutes. Monk averaged about 12 points per game. I want to see Monk as a scoring spark plug off the bench and bringing that high energy. Next up, we got Rajon Rondo. Rondo just signed with the Lakers, and I do believe he's going to bring that veteran leadership, that playmaking ability. Anthony Davis has been very vocal saying that Rajon Rondo to the team is a big-time addition. He was a big part of why Anthony Davis played well 2 years ago, and last year he didn't play well because he didn't have someone like Rondo to find him. So Rondo off the bench, being a locker room presence, is going to be a big-time factor on the Lakers' deep championship run. And of course, he won't have to play a lot of minutes. Just be impactful in the minimal minutes he gets. Last but not least, we got DeAndre Jordan, the Lakers' new athletic big man. I believe DJ is going to be a great locker room presence and simply a rim runner on those alley-oops, those pick and rolls, and more importantly, be a good interior defender. Protect the rim, and of course, if Marc Gasol leaves, DeAndre Jordan was a big-time pickup. With the Brooklyn Nets being the Lakers' biggest competitors, I do believe DeAndre Jordan brings that factor of knowing the Brooklyn Nets playbook and then somehow helping the Lakers beat the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets look very stacked this year. They just got LaMarcus Aldridge, they just got Paul Millsap, they got back Blake Griffin, and from what we're hearing, Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant are all going to be healthy. So I do believe DeAndre Jordan leaving the Brooklyn Nets is also a big-time factor of why the Lakers wanted him, to learn about the Brooklyn Nets and simply work around how they can beat them. So yes guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about the Lakers' new look roster after signing DeAndre Jordan. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe this is a championship roster, or do you believe they have to sign one more player to solidify that championship? Put your thoughts down in the comments below, but other than that, take it easy, God bless. I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!